Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome. I feel like I have something in my ear. I had an earpiece in my ear. Hello, happy Sunday to you. Oh my goodness, it is Sunday night. It is at night. This is so odd that I'm on at night, but I kind of like it. So I'm going to tell you guys, welcome to my week, Mounjaro week 94. Did Thanksgiving ruin my progress? So if you watch my last video, I didn't go live last Sunday. I was taking a break and then I gained, I think I gained 1.8 pounds. So it's so funny because in my comment section, people were saying, oh, it's probably water weight. And they're probably right. I did eat a lot of sodium. I'm going to show you what I was eating. I have some pics of my Thanksgiving and a little bit of what I was eating and just talk a little bit more about how I plan to kind of reset. And I really started that resetting the week after Thanksgiving. So many things have been going on with me. I'm so much an emotional eater, and when I don't have the opportunity to be planned ahead, that's when it just all goes awry. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my day. We're going to go into the chat. We already have 31 people watching. How are you out there? If you're not in the chat, we're going to go in the chat in about 10 minutes. I'm just going to kind of sum up my week, and then I'm going to let you guys predict. Do you think I lost? Do you think I lost that 1.8 again, or do you think I picked up even more? So I'm going to start off with just kind of sharing some things that happened in my week. So, leading up to Thanksgiving, I had no heat. My furnace was acting up, and I actually got it fixed twice. And then the third time, hopefully, has been a charm because now it's working. Look, it's so hot in here. I got on my fan. You guys see that? I got the fan going. So it's working. So that's a good thing, but it was not. And I didn't really notice that because I had the oven on and we have electric blankets and we had heaters. So I didn't really notice it until all that kind of calmed down on Saturday night into Sunday. And what made me notice it was my thermostat was reading 66, but my dad was like, turn up the heat as high as you could go. And I was afraid to do that, but I did turn it up to 82. And I'm like, how is this at 82, my thermostat, but the furnace is reading 66. So I knew something was going on. So, that happened. Then this past week, my oven would not turn on. And I said, what is going on here? My oven would not turn on. And I had opened my oven really wide so we could get some heat because my daughter, she does her homework and she sits at the kitchen table and does some things. And she said it was cold, even though we had the heater on. So anyway, that wasn't working. It's working as of today. What happened in the meantime to get it started? I don't know. I don't know if my dad had a magic touch or what was going on. But so anyway, so all that, and I don't really cook a lot in the oven, but it's just for me. But just so happens the things my daughter likes, like she likes a chicken pot pie, so she had that one day. Well, we only really cook that in the oven. And then she had when I got the honey baked turkey from Honey Baked Ham, I had bought some cheesy potatoes, but because we had so many sides, I didn't cook them, on that day. So that's what made me know the oven wasn't working, because I went to put in these cheesy potatoes. It said, I don't want to say, it said cook on 375 for 45 minutes. Well, I cooked them and I came down and they were still like solid as a rock. I'm like, what is going on? So I was like, okay, thinking, okay, Dee, there's that brain fog again. So I did it again, but this time I was so conscious of what I was doing. Again, it did not move. But so I ended up cooking those in the microwave. And although they tasted pretty good, it's not the same as like in the oven. So of course, I don't rely on that oven a lot. I like the air fryer, but as soon as it went out, of course, I needed it. So it just was a week for me. So the stress of all that. And then, if you guys have been, keeping up with my videos, I've been telling you I'm trying to get my dad covered for Zepbound, for sleep apnea. He has so many things going on where he could qualify, and he has not qualified for that or Wegovy, and it's his insurance company. So I am working with that, and I want to give a shout out to Allie from Fit Flavor Fun. She has given me some things to do, so I'm going to be calling her this week because I've done some of those things to let her know kind of like the update. But she was super helpful talking to she listened. My dad listened. He didn't really talk to her, but we had her on the speakerphone and she was kind of guiding us through. So Allie, if you're watching, shout out to you. And I'll be calling you this week with an update. But so I'm working on that. But I've gotten some great ideas. People, I can't think of everybody. I shouldn't even be naming names because I can't think of everybody. So I won't do that. But I mean, it's like 4 or 5 people that gave me some really good strategies that were a little different than what Allie had given me to do. So I love that. So I have options, and I'm working on, hopefully getting an appeal or doing something, so he can, get his Zepbound. So we will see. We will see. We'll take Wegovy too, because I think the inflammation of it all, he's going to benefit from that. But we'll see. We'll see. So another thing I want to share with you guys is what I ate, and I didn't really have any side effects. I went to the restaurant regular, even though I was eating some heavy kind of foods, I didn't have side effects. I didn't get a stomach ache or anything, and I think it's because I kind of controlled what I ate. So I'm just going to show you a couple of things. So here is like my little Thanksgiving. Here's that turkey. And the interesting fact, this turkey from Honey Baked Ham, I usually get the smoked turkey. This time, I have to say this, I normally get the smoked turkey. The smoked turkey, I looked it up, and it had 1,000 plus milligrams of sodium per serving, which is 3 to 4 ounces. I thought that was so ridiculous. I said, this year I can't afford to do that. And I did it last year and was fine and lost through Thanksgiving. This year I couldn't afford to do that because I've already had some like swelling up of my legs and stuff. So I said, no, I can't do that. So I got the roasted, and it didn't taste as good, but it did its job. So that's what that is. That's that sliced turkey, and we have more than that, but of course I didn't put all of it out. And then we got the cranberry sauce, we have some diced up onions for the greens, we have deviled eggs, that's the stuffing dressing, we call it, and mac and cheese. And then these are the greens were everything. And then I didn't put a picture up separate, but here's our candy sweet potatoes, if you can see the plate of it all. And then we have my daughter loves this cheese ball. So we had a cheese ball with some crackers, some little cube cheese, and we had some turkey pepperoni. And so if you could just imagine, I mean, geez Louise, that turkey pepperoni and that cheese in itself is full of sodium. It's full of sodium. So, and I did eat it. So it was good, but geez Louise, it was full of sodium. I will say that. All right, and then so these are pictures. This is the dessert. Remember I told you guys my daughter wanted me to make a peach cobbler. So this is my peach cobbler. This is after I put all the ingredients together, got it in the pan. This is before it went in the pan, and then this is afterwards. And then if you look up here in the left-hand corner, I don't know if it's your left-hand corner, but this is my class. We had a pie day. So I have kind of made it a tradition in my third grade class team. I have a guy I team with, and we have a pie day, and we have the kids. And I think I mentioned this on one of the Sundays. We have the kids bring in a pie. They sign up to bring in a pie. And between the 2 classrooms, we have every different kind of pie you can think of. We have 2 slots, and we, get the pies. And, we have the kids bring in the pies. And we want the kids to taste the pies and do kind of like a feast, but just we focused in on the desserts of it all. And the reason why we did that is because, I don't know, in Ohio, I don't know how it works everywhere else, but in Ohio, in order for your kids to bring in something to share with the group, because of allergies, because of, kids can have an allergy they don't even know about, right? We know that as an adult, we develop allergies or we're allergic to things. So it has to be something store-bought where we can see every list of ingredients. And then, of course, you tell the parents. And before, I've had a child who said they were vegan and they weren't allowed to have the pie. So they brought in a vegan pumpkin pie or a vegan, something. Or, the one lady was saying, like, I remember one year she said her daughter is a vegan. And if it had like some kind of oil, she's like, it's a specific kind of oil that we had to look on the ingredients for. we had a magnifying glass checking out those ingredients. So because of that, that's why we don't have like all the fixings. I used to have years ago when I first started teaching a feast, like a Thanksgiving feast in my classroom. Because we're not allowed to have outside cooked food anymore, we have to go with store-bought. I just do the pumpkin pie. But it's so amazing to see some of those kids had never tasted a pie. Can you believe that? Has anybody out there watching ever not had a piece of pie? And I mean, you guys are older, so it's not as shocking. It will be more shocking, but at 8, I'm still surprised. Some of these kids had never had a pumpkin pie. I told her a pumpkin slice of pumpkin pie, a peach pie. The Boston cream pie was a big hit. I think the number one pie was pumpkin. That went by so fast. But remember, it was a variety, so we didn't have a ton of pumpkin pie to pass out. So that forced them to try other things that they wanted to try, which was so neat and so cool to see. But so you can see this is the pie, and I had ended up having, this is the pumpkin pie, I believe, and I ended up having that one is the sweet potato pie. This is the pumpkin pie back here. I ended up having a slice that, but a lot of the boy who brought the pecan pie, I mean, he ate that pecan pie. It was so cool. So anyway, I just told you that because that's not all the dessert that I ate. That's what the kids ate. And so then if you look here, my next pick, this is the me measuring out. This is my old school scale. My scale from back in the day. You put the things on the scale. It's kind of small. And here is my, modern day scale, but it didn't have batteries. I didn't feel like changing it. So I just got my old scale. I measured 3 to 4 ounces. I believe that's 4 ounces. And I used that to make turkey sandwiches. So that's what I was eating, and greens and some of the deviled eggs. And I did eat, I said I was going to cut off. That's another thing too. Remember I said I was going to cut off. I did this last year. I ate whatever I ate on Thursday, and then Friday I cut it off. I didn't eat any sides. Well, I was eating the sides on Friday. I ate some more sides on Sunday. Sunday was kind of like a Sunday dinner. So I ate more of the sides. So I'm not surprised I gained like that 1.8 pounds because I ate some more of the sides. So, but most of it, I can say I sent home with my dad. That peach cobbler, I don't know if he's still eating that peach cobbler. I gave him almost all of the peach cobbler. We actually still have a little bit left. So I did try to get rid of it, but that's what I was eating. Now, normally I don't eat bread, I'm not into the bread. Since I've been on this journey, I try to go back from the bread, but I do love a good turkey sandwich. And I use those carb mission wraps to, wrap my things in, but I thought I'm going all out. I always like to say, I shouldn't say this, but I'm going balls to the wall. And instead of having that carb mission wrap that has 17 grams of fiber, count them, 17. I didn't do that. I ate the wheat bread because, first of all, it was like expiring and I didn't want to waste my bread. But honestly, the real reason why I think I ate that is because I wanted to. I just wanted to have like that taste of like a nice sandwich with regular bread, So anyway, that's that. So the next thing I'm going to share is I didn't really get in a lot of exercising like I wanted to. And, I was cold, and you might think, okay, being chilly. Now, mind you, in whatever room I was in, I wasn't cold because, I made sure in my room I had my electric, heater. I got my blanket. But as you move throughout your house, it's cold, right? Because it was cold. So I didn't want to do a whole lot of exercising. But one of the things that I did do was I'm in the process of making another Ayuga video. Well, here are some of the pants I had on. I had on these Ayuga pants, and I will say, remember I had a 2X before? They are a 1X. So you guys saw me in that video. My daughter was my background dancer. So that's what that is. That's a picture of that. So the fact that I could get into those 1Xs, I knew I could. So that's good. So even though I'm feeling all kind of bloated, I'm not that bloated. I can fit into those pants. And then I got on my vibration plate and I shook it up a little bit. That was good. But I didn't do my exercise like I normally do. Like that slowed me down, being cold and not having the heat in here. And you might be saying, well, you should have kept moving. That would have heated you up. I didn't want to. And so that just threw me off. And so, so I said, I gotta get on a reset plan here. So when I talk about the reset plan, I'm gonna come back to my daughter's hair. So before I get into my daughter's hair, I want you guys to give a prediction, and then we're gonna show my my weight loss for the week. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you think I lost, or do you think I gained, or do you think I maintained? What do you think? Lost, gained, or maintained? So we got Simply Taisha. She was up in here earlier when I was supposed to go on at 2. Hi, Simply Taisha. She says, Happy Sunday, Dee Dee and Divalicious fam. We got my girl Keisha in the house. Hey, Keisha. We got Mail to the B. She says, Hi, Dee Dee, Ty, and Keisha. Happy Sunday. And of course, I had to call my fabulous moderators. We got Mail to the B. We got Simply Taisha, and we got Nicole. Bellflower, I had to call them and let them know what was going on so that I wasn't going to be here today. So Mel, that's probably why Mel's not the first one in here, but that's okay. Simply Taisha was on it. So yes, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And when you come into the live stream, we appreciate that. Miss Brenda, how are you? How are you? We got Miss Brenda. She says, how are you doing? You know what? I was having a rough start to my day. It could be better, but I'm here. I'm going to show you my shirt when I show you my weigh-in. So you can see this is the kind of mood I am in. Okay. Mel says she's been under the weather. Hope you're feeling better. The weather in my state, oh gosh, I don't know if you're talking to me, but it's been cold, it's snowy, and I just saw something that said it was supposed to be like 12 inches of snow in 5 states. And I was like, let me look and see if my state is on there, if Ohio is on there. So people are saying, is Miss Brenda saying she's not feeling good? Oh, she's talking to Mel. Okay. All right, Cookie, how are you? She says, all my little night owls. Yes. So what is the time in other places? If you're not Eastern, like if you're Central and Mountain and all that, what is the time saying? What is the time? Okay, let's see. Who else we got? Reset with Anissa. How are you? Taisha said, I'm back. Look who's back. I feel like we need to play some like the Shaft theme music for her. Oh, she said, I only watch them for a few hours a day, pick them up from school, so it's not bad at all. Okay. So that's a probably conversation I'd missed. I'm sorry. And Taisha said she didn't take a nap today. Wake up, Taisha. It's my girl Chai in the house. Is it Chai? Didn't I have this conversation with myself on Friday or what? What was that? Wednesday. Is she in the house? I didn't see her. Hello, how are you? Well, so it's Chi, right? For Chihuahua. Remember that? I'm still saying Chai. See, look at my brain fog. Jeez, Louise. A late one tonight. Nora, I'm so glad you're here. Sweet Bee, how are you? Thank you for the sweet message, too. I appreciate that. Taisha is saying hello to everybody. So as we reset with the Nissa. Nora said she got the notification and jumped right on. You're watching Lifetime Christmas movies. That sounds good. Jamie, how are you? She says, Happy Sunday, everyone. You kept us in suspense today, Dee Dee. Yes. You know, I'm going to tell you guys at the end probably what, and maybe I'll tell you on Wednesday because I'm kind of a little emotional. I don't want to do the ugly Oprah cry on here today. You will resume with your Hallmark movies after this live. Hello, Daisy McKinnon. Look at you. You're such a beauty. Look at that hair. Your hair is popping. Look at that hair. I love that. You know, I always wanted to I've never had my hair dyed other than black. I always wanted to have like a streaks. And my mom used to get streaks in her hair. And I said, one day I'm going to get streaks. And I thought it would be when I turned 50. So I'm 53 now. So Daisy, you are motivating me with your streaks to get that. I love it. Dee Dee says, hey, Dee Dee, says Ruth. Hi, everybody in the chat. Okay. Oh, you guys are on this Hallmark. What's on Hallmark? What is it? I used to like Matlock on Hallmark. You can tell I'm 53. My girl, Miss Toy, the review. How are you? She says, hi, Dee Dee, and everyone in the chat. You know, I want to give her congratulations. I'm glad you're up in here. She has reached 2,000 subscribers. What a nice feat that is. Let's give her some confetti and some applause. Miss Toy, you are over there, and in the famous words of myself and LL Cool J, doing it and doing it and doing it well. She's doing it and doing it and doing it well. I love that for you. I love that for you. Good job. And it happened. I feel like it happened so quick, but I love that for you. Geez, Louise, Bellflower, how are you? She says, please remember to like the Diva. And she says, like the live Diva friends. I love that. Thank you. Wait a minute. Hold up. That's my boy, Michael Jackson. Oh, my daughter loves Michael Jackson. She might hop out of this bed. I was watching the Michael Jackson history tour when the notification showed. And no, it's Michael Jackson is not on, honey. She got out of the bed. She says, no, someone said she was watching him on TV. We'll have to find him on the weekend so you could check it out. Nora, I'm a sucker for any Christmas movie. Okay. So who else did I miss? Okay, let me just see. We're about to get JC. She says, Dee Dee, it's been so long. I feel like since I've been in your life. I know. I'm glad to see you in here with your beautiful face and that beautiful flower that pops out. I love that. You guys are so creative with these profile pics. Sydney, she says, hey, Miss Sunshine, Dee Dee, and Divalicious fam. I just heard you mention the honey baked roasted turkey breast. I thank you again for mentioning it. It was delicious. Now, if did you get the roasted? Yeah, you said roasted. Because if you get that smoked one, I mean, geez, Louise, the only thing that could hold me back from that smoked one is the sodium of it all. That sodium is no joke. Hold up, my girl Anchins in the house. She says, ooh, that food spread looks fire. Yes, and that food spread was ruining my weight loss. It's ruining my weight loss. Geez, Louise, my daughter said, Mom, are you cooking for Christmas? I said, yes, reluctantly. I will take the greens and mac and cheese. Yes, the greens was everything. And I still have a little bit of greens. But the greens, I have a video. I'm going to post that someday on my community post so you guys can see what do I do to my greens. They start out so healthy. Not a lot of calories, but yeah, it's not like what you think. I'm making you hungry with all the food. Okay, wait a minute. Did I say hello to Ruth? If not, hi again, Ruth. I think I did. It's Darium. Oh, how are you? He's saying, good evening, Dee Dee, and Thanksgiving trauma truth. There's no trauma here. Daisy. Oh, my goodness. She likes that food, too. Yeah, that food was good, Daisy, but geez, Louise, I got to back up off of it. Mel, glad you're doing better. And to the V to the P. How are you? Okay, I think I've seen everybody. Pretty Poppy, how are you? Pretty Poppy Patch. I love that name. Very good. Okay, so let me see if I'm missing anybody. Have you guys gone on to make a prediction? What do you guys think? Somebody got Rita. How are you, Rita? She said, hey there, GLP-1 peeps. Hope everyone is having a good weekend. You were checking in on that post. Thank you for remembering to come back, Rita. I love that. My girl, Kate the Great. How are you? How are you? Okay, I think I said hello to everyone. Okay, so, oh, okay. Okay. Oh, you think I lost? Okay. All right. What do you guys think? Oh, wait a minute. Before her, Daisy says she thinks I lost too. Ooh, JC says she thinks I lost 1.2 pounds. Oh, I went down too farther. Male to the B said 1.2 pounds. Nora says 0.7. Bellflower says she's going down. She's going down. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, so Mel is saying hello. Okay. Sweet B, 0.4. Oh, you guys know me so well. Hey, Jamie, 0.5. Kate thinks I lost. Did I see you, Ruth, with the 0.2, 0.9? You guys are probably thinking higher till I start showing that food. I love it. Doses of Shani. How are you? She says, hi, Dee Dee and everyone. Oh, my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. You know, it's so funny because my moderators were like, "Don't come on, Dee Dee. Just we'll see you on Wednesday." But I like to be consistent. I feel like I would have been behind if I just didn't keep up with my schedule. So even though I'm not on at my time, I still want to be on out on my day. So you know, unless I just can't do it, then that's another thing. All right. So, oh, Cha, you're in Florida. Ugh. Wow. Okay. Okay. Very good. Florida is popping. Everybody's in Florida. Ooh, okay. Bedtime. Okay. Very good. So thank you all for coming. You know, this time of night, I appreciate that. You know, if it's night in your area, hi, Sharon. How are you? She said 9 months, 12.5 on Mounjaro. You're not losing fast enough. I'm drinking water. I'm eating protein and eating veggies. Okay, well, you know what? Something else could be going on. 9 months. How many pounds have you lost? And you know, I won't get into the non-scale victories of it all, but I'm on 12.5, and it's been I'm on my 94th injection. This was my 94th injection I took. So geez, Louise, and it hasn't always been fast. I feel like I'm slow and steady. You know, consistently losing every week. You know, I've had some gains here and there. I've had lots of weeks where I didn't lose in a row, even. So yeah, so your drink. So how much protein are you eating? That's so hard because we have to really focus in on like that 80 to 120. Talking to your doctor because if you have kidney issues, you don't might not want to get that many. So if you're eating that protein, drinking water, are you drinking 64 to 80? Are you eating veggies? You know, how many veggies are you eating? And you know, another thing I want to say too is really when you get to the first time you plateau and whatever you did to pick it up and it starts to pick up, then you at the second, because most of the time you're gonna have more than one plateau or stall from just my experience, right? And some people don't, but if you are like me that do, and what you need to do is kind of reevaluate and see what you're eating, because sometimes you could be eating too much and sometimes you cannot be eating enough. So I would just track. I would track for like 3 to 5 days a week if you can do it. But if you have tracking fatigue, like so many people, I would go back and I would just do like the 5 days, maybe start with three. Take pictures even of what you're eating if you don't want to write it down, and just see what you're eating, and just so you can really be accurate with what you're doing. Because a lot of times we say we're doing all the things, and sometimes we're doing all the things, but maybe we're not doing enough, or we might even be doing too much. So that's just my suggestion. You know, this is the smartest chat in the whole GIP world. Yeah, GIP1 world. So they may have other suggestions, but that's just what I would say. Okay. A reset with Anissa says she thinks I lost 2 pounds. Okay, okay. Oh, Nicole, how are you? Look at you. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay. I got to get used to this new pick because she said my next pick is not going to be in that car, and she was right. Wait a minute, my girl, lovely Ann with the beautiful profile pic. She says I'm down 0.6. Okay, all right. So very good. All right, so let's see. How much am I down, and what does my daughter's hair have to do with anything? So, okay, so here is my weight. Okay, hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, so last week when I weighed in, I was at 225.8. Today, I was at exactly 225. So that puts me down 0.8. So all those people saying point this and point that. Is that 8 ounces? Geez, Louise, can I get a pound, people? But that's okay. I will take that because all the salt I had in my life, all I can say is thank you. The sodium of it all. How did you know I was going to say that? So yes, 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 yes. And you know, a lot of that stuff I'm sure is water weight. And I'm such an emotional eater. I am. And one of the things I said I was going to do is I just kind of got to get back on track because I've had a lot of family stuff going on. So I got to get back on track with my mornings. Remember, my goal was, I remember a month ago, maybe a couple of months ago, I said, not a couple months, couple weeks ago to a month, I said my goal was to exercise in the morning. Remember that? Well, I haven't really been able to do that. This is where my daughter's hair comes into play. This is where her hair comes into play because one of the things my daughter has started to do is to do her own hair. So look at this hair. Look at that hair. that was her. I braided the sides. I don't know if you guys see her little ponytail over here, with she had 2 braids on each side, but her hair is long and thick and curly. And it just takes up a lot of time in the morning if it's not braided or something is helpful, and a lot of times it's not. So she's into doing her own hair, so that has freed my mornings up. I said I'm gonna a little bit. I said I'm gonna see if she could do her own hair and how she does it. And some days she wants to walk out of here looking crazy. And I have to say, let me do that hair. But for the most part, she does a great job with her hair. She does a great job with her hair. So that is just so helpful for me in the morning because I really want to start my mornings off with walking. And what I ended up doing was I said, I'm going to transfer that. Tomorrow I won't do it because Mondays are not my day. If you talk to me, anybody who knows me knows that I am not a Monday morning girl. It's all I could do is to get out of this house on Monday. I don't know why, but that's just always been me with the Mondays. So Tuesday, my goal is Tuesday morning to get up and start getting that movement in some kind of way before I get to work, even if it's small little things. What I've been doing is trying to add things in the morning at school, walking around, just being more intentional about what I'm doing. So all that is great. I still plan on doing that, but yeah, so I put my daughter's hair in there because that's one of the things that slows me down is her hair. You said cutie patootie hair. Yeah, her hair is just everything, and she wants it straight. And I said, you want it straight when we all want curly hair. You know, you always want what you don't have, but that hair just takes a lot of my time. And so, especially when I wash it, but she's been washing her hair herself too now. So she helps out with that. So she's been very helpful. At 8, she's like learning how to do a lot of things. So I love that. And her hair is cute. Like if you see her hair, you might be like, oh, her mom did it, but really she did it. So, all right. So there is that. That is my week. That's my weight loss. So I'm going to go in the chat and talk to you guys. I'm going to show you my shirt. Let's see what I got going on here. So it says loved, blessed, strong, beautiful. What else does it say? I can't even see. It says, oh, she is me and I am she. So she is me and I am she. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Love it, love it, love it. Oh my goodness. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so yeah, so I am just super excited that I dropped something. So I love that. I love that. I love that. But when I tell you guys, I am such an emotional eater, it's not even funny. So I'm gonna have to really be on my P's and Q's and really conscious of what I'm eating this week. And instead, I put things and pre-track. I'm not pre-tracked this week because so much happens. So I'm planning on doing that tomorrow. Tomorrow when I get home, I am going to cook what I need to cook for the week and get some pre-tracking in there and, just figure it all out, what I'm eating for the week. I've always done that. When I'm not doing that, I have a rough time. So tomorrow I already have my lunch pack and ready to go. What I'm having for lunch, I already know what I'm having for dinner, but I have to still cook for the next week. And I haven't had time today to do that. So instead of stressing out and feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm not prepared, I'm just going to start where I am. And where I am is going day to day. So I'm okay with that. All right. So what are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Anything you guys want to talk about, celebrate? It's nice to see new faces in the chat. Anything you guys want to share, anything you're celebrating, have you guys recruit from Thanksgiving? A lot of people were telling us they lost over Thanksgiving. And I do want to say too, when we celebrate people that lost, I think if you lost, gained, or maintained during this holiday, I think that's okay. Whatever you did is fine. I think you have to, if you ate and you ate all that sodium and the rich food and, it was worth you eating that and getting yourself through these holidays, I think that's okay. You got to kind of be okay with it and just pick it up from there. If you are a loser during these holidays, congratulations. I think that's fabulous. If you maintained, I think that's excellent, 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 excellent. So whatever you did, I think that's fine. So are we celebrating anyone? Poppy, are you celebrating something, Poppy, that I missed? Let's see. Okay. All right. Let me go back up here. Um, so people were talking about the weather of it all. JC was asking Sharon if she's lost. If you don't mind sharing, your body may be doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Don't worry about losing fast, slow, and steady wins the race. As Dee Dee says, if you're not losing at all, that's a different story. And Ange, have you get sick of hearing me say that? She's been going back watching all my old videos, and she's like taking it from the really beginning. And and she, yeah, you can hear me say that throughout. And it's funny because she finally got to the video where I first show my face, and she's like, "I'm finally seeing your face, Dee Dee." I thought that was so funny. It just takes me back down memory lane. Okay, so thank you guys. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, geez, Louise. I'm feeling good. I'm still bloated, though. I can tell. I'm still retaining water. You said I should have stuck with 1.2. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Oh my gosh, you were off by point 0.1. You were so close. Yes, yes, yes. Look at you losing after Thanksgiving. You go, girl. Yes, geez, Louise. You made great decisions and being mindful while enjoying your holiday. Yes, but I did eat. Remember, I ate after my goal of saying I wasn't going to eat. Which I kind of did do, which is not good. But I mean, what are you going to do? I'm impressed. I find it hard to do my hair, and I'm 53. Yes, she does a great job. Little Dee Dee has the prettiest hair. Today is your birthday, but you took your first shot on December 7th last year. What? Jeez, Lois. Yes. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, of course we gotta celebrate that. Okay, first of all, geez, Louise, we gotta sing happy birthday. So all you voices out there, we gotta sing happy birthday. Okay, we're singing to Pretty Poppy Patch. Okay, wait. My daughter says to who? Now she was in the bed when I started this live. I knew the Michael Jackson of it all was gonna bring her out. Okay, wait, I missed Pretty Poppy Patch. I missed my place. Okay, here she is. Okay, that's who we're singing to. All right, everybody. Are we ready? I just love a good birthday. Okay, here we go. Happy birthday. Oh no, wait, not that one. We want to do the happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Yay! Happy birthday. Okay, and let me give you some more confetti because this is your anniversary. It's your anniversary. I love that. Very good. Good for you. Are you feeling good? How do you feel? Now, I think you just said, are you my age twin? I got a twin for all occasions. Didn't you say you were 53? I think that was Nora. Okay, that was Nora. Maybe you don't want to tell your age. You don't have to. I thought that was Nora who said she was 53. Okay. All right, people never ask a lady their age. I know, honey. Some people want to share it though, like mom. I want to tell everybody I'm 53. All right, very good. People are saying thank you. Look at these sleeves, loving the sleeves of it all. I love that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this is a non-scale victory. This shirt, it's like that polyester. You know how that polyester sticks to you and it has no room to breathe. I could not fit this shirt at all. So this is a non-scale victory that I can actually fit it and have some space in it. I'm excited about that. People are saying hello. I mean, happy birthday. Okay, yes, I'm glad you celebrated it with us. I feel so special. Love that. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's see. Pretty Poppy. Love that. Okay. I try to remember the birthdays of it all. Let's see. Ooh, wait a minute. She says, I celebrated my 58th on Friday. You lost 2.2 pounds yesterday on the way. Geez, Louise, so you got Thanksgiving, you got your birthday. Well, we got to sing happy birthday to you too. Lovely L. Okay, ready? Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, lovely Elle. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. I love that. Very good. Are you Sagittarius? Are you a Sagittarius? I want to say you guys are Sagittarius, but am I wrong? Are you Scorpios? I don't know. I'm not one of those people that knows the zodiac signs. I kind of just know mine. I'm sorry. Well, yours too, honey. Okay. All right, very good. People are saying hello, wait a minute, happy birthday. I broke an 8-week stall and 7 pounds just fell off unexpectedly. It was a great surprise. Well, wait a minute. Sharon, did you hear that? Look at that. Somebody who was in a stall and then all of a sudden she lost. Oh my gosh, Jamie, awesome. We're going to give you some confetti and we're going to top that off with a excellent job. Excellent job. Oh, she said it was that's kind of like the best one, right? Unexpected. Jeez, Louise. Okay, Devin is saying, oh, Devin, look at that muscle popping out. Trying to gain muscle, so that means the scale needs to rise. Okay, all right. So you're trying to gain that muscle. Jeez, Louise. I love that. All right, Devin, you can do it. You can do it. You're over here educating us about all things muscle and fat. All right, very good. Let's see. Lovely. You turned 59. Oh my goodness, you're still in the 50s. Love it, love it, love it. Very good. Oh my goodness. Yeah, being bloated is the worst. It really, really is. Oh my goodness. Geez, Louise, that's okay. One of these days, my face is gonna look even smaller. You're gonna be like, dang, what happened to Dee Dee? Water weight. Okay, and I've been going to the restroom too. Miss Toy is saying happy birthday. People are saying happy birthday. Okay, very good. We love that. The birthday wishes are coming in. You're my age twin. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes. Thank you guys. Okay, we got a lot of folks saying happy birthday. We love that. Now, doesn't that make you just feel good? Congratulations. Yes, yes, yes. You lost 2.2 pounds, birthday and Thanksgiving. What a feat. What a feat that is. Jeez, Louise. Okay, all right. Sweet Pea, hope you feel better. I had a big two upon my return from travel last week. Norovirus is going around. Is it really? I hope I don't get it. Geez, Louise. So anybody else celebrating before we head off? I'm trying to think, did I miss anything? Um, I think what I'm going to do is, I don't know if I talked about this. I talked about working out in the morning. I really think that's going to help focus me. The water I'm getting in fine. I'm adding electrolytes a little bit more. My blood pressure is just been, where it's supposed to be, so, for a while now. My A1C is normal. So my goal is to keep it that way. My main goal is to get sleep so I can regulate these hormones, because I can feel when I have emotional things happen. It's funny because the other day something happened. It was just an emotional trigger for me. And I thought about it. It was actually another thing happened today too. But, I thought about wanting to get some ice cream and I didn't do it. But that thought crossed my mind. And I'm going to tell you today, I got this text from this pizza place. And, Sundays is my day to like splurge on something. And I got this text from the pizza place that the pizza was 30% off. And they sell a thin pizza, and I like that you could get the thin crust. They're kind of known for their thin crust. It's Donato's. I don't know if you guys have a Donato's, but so anyway, I was like 30% off. That's pretty good. I could that's a good deal. And so I debated about it and debated about it, and it's right by where my daughter's gymnastics is. And ultimately, I decided not to, because guess what? That pizza is so full of sodium. And I'm thinking, I just been on here talk about the sodium of it all. And I just thought, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to, mess up my progress. And it was just really because I just wanted some comfort food. And so what I ended up doing was, I was like, I think I needed something warm and like comfy. And so what I ended up doing is my daughter and I went to Starbucks. She got a hot chocolate and I got one of those protein lattes. And I got a small one, but I only drank half of it. And I'm going to drink the other half tomorrow. But I made a short, honey, good night. Good night. Thank you. Jeez, well, ways. So I ended up getting a tall, which is right. That's the smaller one. I think that's the smaller one, but anyway, it's small. It looks like it was 12 ounces. So, I asked her to put like two pumps of the syrup stuff they put in there instead of three, because the three is for the tall, the bigger size, the venti, I think. I don't know, venti. You can tell I'm not a Starbucks girl, but so anyway, I didn't drink all of that because it had two pumps of the syrup instead of one, and I thought I'm glad I got two. I started to get one. It was not the best like the first time. The first time, I know why now, it was so good because I had three pumps of that syrup in there. No wonder it was so tasty. Um, so anyway, so yeah, that comfort food and doing the comfort thing. So I'm gonna give myself some applause and some confetti because I didn't fall victim to it. I love that. I love that. I'm proud of myself for that because normally I would have just did it and ate the pizza. And then, the pizza doesn't just last the one day. Usually we have leftovers. So I would have been eating that pizza tomorrow and Tuesday because I would be thinking, like, I paid for this pizza. I'm going to eat it. So, I give myself a lot of credit for not doing that. So there it is. There you have it. That is my Thanksgiving. So the Thanksgiving ruined my progress. It slowed it down. I'm going to be honest and say it slowed it down. When you have momentum, trying to keep that going. So it's just so many things. It was like a perfect storm brewing for all these things. And really, isn't that what happens in life? Like things are going fine, and then something comes along and kind of disrupts. So my schedule was off. And the reason why I've been able to be consistent with anything I do and do well, because I am planned, organized, and I got a system going. And when I don't adhere to that system, it's just everything is off. So so that's what happened with me this week. So I just got to pick it up. And so, my goal is to lose throughout Christmas, right? Because I'm not going to be as into the food. My daughter might, but that's her thing. I'm not going to be as into the food when Christmas comes like I was for Thanksgiving. Even though I may cook it, I've already had in my head, I just don't want the bloatedness of it all. I think it's still like going through my system. So we shall see. All right, so that is it. So what do you guys say? Try the sugar-free. It's actually really good. I'm surprised. I was telling the lady I wanted to try to, like, I wanted to get almond milk. She told me, well, the milk is what gives it the protein. So she told me don't substitute that. So I'm surprised she didn't offer the sugar-free. So next time I'll get that. I was thinking, I'm not getting this drink again. I didn't love it like I did the first time. But yeah, so let's see. Dee Dee, you can make pizza with 2-ingredient dough. It's good. Yeah, I need to start trying to make my own pizza. I said I was going to make my own pizza from that Carb Mission tortilla and do that. I just haven't done it yet. But yeah, so I think I took out to make some ground turkey meat. I think tomorrow I'm going to make some chili, a big pot of chili. I'm going to put peppers and onions in it, some tomatoes. I'm going to put some regular tomatoes, some tomato paste. And then I think, and I took out a couple pieces of salmon I thawed that out. So I'll cook that tomorrow. So I'll be doing that tomorrow. That'll be my little meal prep for the rest of the week. So, and for sides, I'm not really worried about. I still have some greens. I'll thaw some of those out. I'll eat the rest of the greens probably until they go. But that's it. That's it. I'm looking forward to it. Tuesday, my goal. So I have to let you guys know next Sunday, how did I stick to this morning? So my goal is if I could get 3 out of the 4 mornings, I'm not going to count tomorrow because I already know I'm not going to do it. But if I get 3 out of the 4 exercise days in, I'm trying to think. Yeah, that would be 3. So I would have to do Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 3 out of those 4 days, I want to do something in the morning. So that's my goal for the week, leading into Saturday, Sunday. So we'll see. We shall see. All right. So what are you guys saying? Mel is saying we have 47 people watching. Well, now we have 49. It's been fluctuating up and down, up and down. You guys like the live. Would you ladies and King Darian please like? Thank you. Thank you. A Chicago girl, as a Chicago girl, you love your pizza, but what I do is make my own personal. Okay, that way you can control the ingredients. Yes, 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 yes. I love that. Yeah, I'm gonna give that a try. I'm gonna record myself making that. I use those low carb. Oh, do you? They turn out good. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. I'm gonna try that. Maybe that'll be something my daughter and I could try this weekend. And she makes pizzas with one of my friends who, gets her and her niece all the time. So yeah. All right, well, that is it. It is 9:52. I started to bring my vibration plate up here and put it under my desk. It's downstairs, and I wanted to bring it up here, but I thought my goal is to get on and off to be, to get on and be off by 10 o'clock. So it is 9:52. So if you guys don't have anything else, one last thing I would like to in the air fryer. That's good. I love a good air fryer dish. If you guys, anybody that's a content creator, want to drop the mic in here, I can post your channel. So hopefully if people are interested in seeing a different perspective, they could come and check you out. So do we have anybody that wants me to put their channel up here? I know Miss Brenda. Where's Miss Brenda? Miss Brenda's been talking about her weight loss journey. And she's been so honest and transparent about, just kind of overeating during those holidays. So if you guys want to check her out, if you can relate to that or know somebody who can, you could share that out. That would be cool. So anybody else in here that's a content creator, so I can post you. Oh, here she is, Miss Brenda. Anybody else? Reset with Anissa was in here. Anybody else? Okay, all right, all right, all right. Well, Miss Brenda's the only one I see popping up here. All right, so we're gonna end with Mel. Thank you guys for joining me. Mel says, "Good night, Dee Dee and Divas. Have a very peaceful and blessed week. Bye." Bye. Thank you guys. Good night. Good night, everybody. Bye. Thank you.